Hi, my name's Edwina Chin and this is my application for the Emerging Leaders Program. I'm really hoping to challenge and develop my own leadership style in a way that really benefits me and PwC as well. I think everyone has their own different leadership style. I'm still at the stage where I'm finding what mine is and what the strengths are and what the challenges are for that. So I really hope to get a lot of challenge from people in terms of what's working and what's not working. Also learning about what it means to kind of transition from managing a project and managing people to what it is to actually lead them and how to inspire them and how to motivate them to do the best that they can. I think the second thing as well that I'd hope to get out of it is really just to meet a really diverse group of leaders and managers across PwC. I work in quite a niche sort of area. I work in economics and policy and in the international development team, and I work with sort of a small group of fantastic people, but I know that the type of work I do sometimes means that I don't have interaction with loads of other people across PwC. So really looking forward to meeting a huge group of leaders and managers from across other lines of service and from many different sectors, etc. And then the third thing I think I'd really like to get out of it is learning through really practical applications. So having looked at the Emerging Leaders program, one thing I really like about it is that it's very practical. It's sort of learning by doing, not just by reading. And I know it's a heavy workload, but I like the focus on sort of practical application. How do you actually apply it in the workplace? And lots of support for you to do that. So I think those are the kind of three key things I'll get out of it. Following the ELP, one thing I'd really like to do is step up and become more of a voice within both my competency strategy and in my sector, international development. I'd like to become more vocal, have a more distinctive point of view, be seen as someone who engages in a lot of thought leadership, and to become more of a driver through things like blogs, social media, through having kind of a point of view in industry news, etc. So I'm really hoping that the Emerging Leaders program will help me with that. The second thing I'm hoping to do post the Emerging Leaders program is become really good at running happy, cohesive, well-performing teams. I think there are certain people who are known for doing this really well within PwC, and I'd really like to be known as someone who can do that further down the track in my career. And also for the teams I lead to become sort of a model for other people in terms of the teams that they lead to. So I think definitely just going on to apply the learning from the Emerging Leaders program by actually leading happy and cohesive teams that really enjoy what they're doing is hugely important. And the final thing I'd like to do is to start a leadership initiative within my own sub-competency economics and policy for people who are at manager grade and below, and particularly for females as well. I think there aren't a huge amount of sort of female role models in particular within my competency, and I'd like to start something kind of informal where people can meet on a regular basis, can connect through social media, etc. And we can kind of review and look at ways in which we can kind of all improve our leadership styles. I think it's something that's missing at the moment and which would be a really helpful way for me to kind of transfer my knowledge after the ELP.